Perhaps to Minister Gërvalla of Kosovo and Minister Magno from Timor-Leste. So really, in the couple of minutes that you have, mission impossible, I know, if you could perhaps detail what are the gaps at the national level that you think need to be addressed, and what do national governments need to do to strengthen the approach to justice and accountability? So perhaps Minister Gërvalla first.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khan. Justice is, in this question, always the key. The matter of bringing justice to the victims is nationally and internationally the obligation of everybody who deals with these problems. As a country that came out of genocide less than 30 years ago, I cannot contribute very much in telling you how to deal with perpetrators in our country, because they came from outside. So the question that I have here for you and for everybody as a very high-valued personality who is taking care that crimes committed now perpetrators should be held accountable for what they are doing there, and being a little bit shocked by this, by the presence in the last panel of one of the main architects of genocide in the Western Balkans, mainly in Bosnia-Herzegovina and in Kosovo, and having this main architect telling advices in presence of victims and survivors should let us think about the sense of these conferences. We sit, we discuss, we bring a lot of pieces.
Can I interrupt? Because for me, being very candid, this is one area, for goodness sake, this is one area, crimes of sexual and gender-based violence, where we should be able to coalesce about common values, to be united not for ourselves, not for politics, however strongly felt they are, but really on the victims. So what would be helpful is to focus on the gaps that you think in Kosovo that are there, and how do we do a better job to make sure we don't just talk platitudes but deliver in terms of allegations of sexual and gender-based violence.
Yes, but
not being disrespectful at all, but that's the real focus.
Yes, Mr. Khan, but how can I do that when in front of survivors from Kosovo, which have been brave enough to come here, to be present, to show that they are not giving up, that they want for themselves and their children a perspective, sitting in this room and being confronted with the fact that this conference is again one more conference, because here at my place was sitting one of the perpetrators. And this is something that needs to change. This is the foreign minister of Serbia, the right hand of Slobodan Milosevic in the years 92 until 2000. So when we speak so much about victims and about survivors, we should have their respect in first place and then discuss about the circumstances. So I'm sorry, I do not want to answer your question, not in disrespect to you personally, but trying to help every survivor not to need to be confronted on neutral soil with the perpetrators. And this is our obligation as politicians, as justice and everything.
Well, so I get the... Well, I think, Minister, thank you for using your time in that way, and of course clearly you've got the support of the room, but